Hey guys, it is Kayla Waller with Waller Ventures, and Audrey and I are about to take you on a camping journey at Colt Creek State Park. So stick around and check it out. So Audrey and I had like the best intro for this video that we did in the Publix parking lot, but my camera was flashing saying it was recording, and for some reason it didn't record it, so I'm having to redo the intro here at home. So how I found out about Colt Creek State Park was I found it on the Florida State Parks website. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And I stumbled across it and looked at it and thought it was really cool, and it was pretty neat and simple for our first camping trip. So you go to the website to make the reservations for your camping spot. They have primitive camping, and then they have a tent only spot, and then they have tent and RV, and they also have spots for equestrian camping. That is, if you want to camp with your horses, they have a little spot off to the back of the park where you can camp with your horse, which is really cool. We saw a little bit of that while we were camping. So the spot that I chose was the tent or RV spot. I was going to do the tent only spot, but I was kind of hesitant because I wasn't 100% sure if it had electric hookup, and I need electric because I have to charge all my filming equipment, things like that. And you have to park your vehicle in a parking lot and then take your stuff there, and I had originally planned on camping by myself. So I wanted my truck close by just in case something happened. I could just throw myself in a truck and leave. But Audrey decided to come along with me, so I could have done the tent only spot, but I wasn't about to change my reservation. So at the tent and RV spot, it was pretty cheap. I think we stayed for 3 nights, so it was about $78. I know on the weekends it's a little more expensive, but not like a ton more expensive. It's probably like a couple more dollars. But we had a lot of room, a lot of things, like space to do. I mean, I had a little more space than I really needed, but it was a lot better. I had access to my truck right there. I didn't have to walk back and forth. But so I'll put a Google image aerial shot of the campground. I'll point out where our campsite was, and I'll point out where the tent only campsite is, and like all the other vicinities around, so you can see how the campground is laid out. So if you want to book a reservation, you can kind of see where you want to pick your campsite, things like that. So this trip is going to be a 4-part video. Yeah, a 4-part video because it is long. So the first video is going to be the beginning, which is this video. The next one is going to be the hiking adventure. Then the next one is the camping adventure. And then the last one will be the end of our trip. So I hope you enjoy the awesome adventures of our camping trip at Colt Creek State Park. Alright guys, we are here at Colt Creek State Park. It looks like a grand entrance.
They close the gates on you at night. Oh God.
We gonna be locked in here.
Everybody, I'm keeping my composure. I'm keeping my composure. I'm keeping it real.
Lord. All right. We're gonna go up here and get checked in. So I think the last time I went camping was when I was 16. I would always go camping in a tent when we went whitewater rafting with my grandparents' church in the mountains, North Carolina. Then my grandparents also had an RV, and we would always go to South Carolina and like Grandfather Mountain, things like that, camping. Remember one time, like, Grandma about burned us out of the RV? She left the gas on. So I did ask the little park ranger chick. I said, hey, I know there's a place which is over there, you can rent kayaks and canoes. And I said, is there like a place there where you can get ice and stuff? She's like, yeah, there is a place where you can get ice and firewood, but I have to go to the ranger station, which is where the first building right here in the entrance that I, came in. I have to go over there and pay and then go pick it up over there, which is weird, but whatever.
It's better than having to drive out to Publix.
Yeah, Publix is about 18 minutes away from here. So if you do come and camp out here and have to go and actually get like groceries, it's not too bad away. It's not a horrible drive. I mean, obviously we went to Publix first to get some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's the fishing pier, and that's where you can rent like the kayaks and canoes and stuff. And you can go fishing out of the kayaks and canoes, but that's a little station up there.
I'm curious how many gators are in that water.
That's why they tell you don't go swim. You can't go swimming here.
Gators can get into your canoe, okay?
Oh my God. Yeah, campground. Yep, registered campers only. That's sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going right here.
And she said it was only one way, and we basically got to go all the way around and back.
Yeah, so
before we get to our spot, so I'm going to turn the page. Yeah.
So it is a one-way road, so I got to go this way. So right here, this little spot, I think maybe is just, let me double check, because before I tell you the wrong thing, I know there's a spot where you can just park your cars and you can walk to like the tent only campground. There's people out here cooking and grilling in this. There's the little bathhouse. That's cool.
I did see the ice chest on the backside.
Okay. Cool. And there's a laundromat and bougie.
Very bougie.
Yeah, so I don't feel bad now because people are doing
spots.
Yeah, people are doing the same thing I did. They're camping in the RV spots too.
Lady has multiple dogs. You got to keep going straight.
Yeah. Okay, so here is the parking lot. I just found it. The parking lot. You park your cars here, and you can go back there, and that is the tent only spot back there. That's where I was going to originally camp, but like I said, I wanted to be more accessible to my truck. There's 22, so 23 is over here somewhere. This is 23, right here. This is our camp. We're right here.
I mean, yay. People are going to be able to see if anything bad happens to us. But
where am I going to put my tent? Is the thing.
Kayla Ray? Are you sure
Yeah, 23.
we haven't gone all the way around?
23.
Oh, yeah.
Alright guys, so we made it to our campsite. It is not what I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be more of like those back there. But I'm literally like in the median. Like here, hold on, I'll show you. Alright, so as you can see, there is an arrow in the middle of the road. That's like your main road you come in. And that's our campsite. It's literally like in the median. Which is cool if I had an RV. But I don't have an RV, I have a tent. So I think what we're going to do is put the tent up in the grass. Because that's what they have. Like there's 3 spaces behind me. And they have tents in their RV spot, and they have their tents in the grass. So I think we're going to set the tent over here because you got the grill. We're not using the grill, but we're going to be using the campfire, which is over here. And you got a picnic table. But I don't want, it's a little windy. I don't want to set up camp over here and have the fire there and the wind catch it and catch my tent on fire. So that's why I'm putting the tent over here. I think I'm gonna put it at an angle, or like kind of like that. So yeah, well, I got a lot of parking. And there's the little outlet over there. Hopefully my drop cord is long enough. It should be long enough. All right, so we're gonna unload the truck and we will see when we get done with that. All right, guys, a closer look. We got a washing machine. We got a little bulletin board out here. Oh, it tells you where the ice and wood. That's really cool. Tells you what's going on. Yeah, there's the other campers. Got men's on the side. So we're ready to go check out the women's. I'll let you know how it is. Alright, since there is no one in the bathroom, you got your showers. They look pretty spacious. All nice and clean. Well, clean as you know can be. Sinks, another shower in that one. And you got your bathrooms. So the bathrooms were pretty clean. I mean, they're clean, you know, as can be for a campground, but hey. So I'm getting ready to head back to the campsite and put the tent together. So fun fact, the little ranger drove by and said we can't put the tent in the grass after we set the whole thing up. So we're going to pick up and move it into the gravel. He said we have to put it in the gravel, which is going to be hard because the gravel's a little hard to put the stakes through, but once you get through that top layer, it goes in. So we're going to do that. Alright, so before it gets too dark, before you can't see anything, I want to show you around. So we got our tent set up. It looks a lot better than when I set it up in the backyard. So I got my sleeping bag, Audrey's sleeping bag. I did a review on the mattress. You can see Audrey has the same mattress as I do. If you want to see that video, I'll put a link to it in the description. And I also put a link in the description to me setting up the tent and testing it out in the backyard. That one is it was kind of something. So we got our space back here for our bags and other stuff. I'm going to put lighting in here as well, so you'll probably see that as we go along. When you come out, I got a little mat and a little enclosure. We got our picnic table, got some chairs back there. We got a campfire right here beside our tent. I'm gonna back my truck up a little bit. What's wrong?
I'm trying to figure out how to attach the trash bag for easy purposes.
So we're going to finish setting up everything, and then we're going to start cooking. We are actually cooking pork chops tonight over an open fire, so that's going to be awesome. What do you think?
Oh yeah, we deserves it a lot.
Alright guys, so we're getting ready to cook some pork chops on the fire. We got our cool sweet barbecue. Got it from the general store in Old Town. So I'm going to take the pork chops out and I'm going to rinse them off and put the rub on them. Then we're going to put them on the fire. So we got our nice pork chops. Looking good. I'm going to rinse them off real quick. A little handy dandy water thingy. So we're going to sprinkle it on there, like so. I'm gonna rub it in. Make sure it's all good. I'm gonna flip it over. All right, they're looking good. I'm gonna put them over the fire. All right, here we go. It's probably gonna take a long time for them, but we'll see what happens. So I got my pots and pans. We're also having potatoes. You can see them. And we're having Italian beans to go along with it. So I'm gonna put them in the pot. And I might actually use the burner for them. I got 2 different types of burners. So we're gonna see how that works. All right, so I got our potatoes. I'm gonna put them in the bigger pot. You can't hear it, but those pork chops are sizzling. All right, so you can see we got my potatoes in here. I'm going to put 2 bottles of water in there. So let me move this out of the way and get my spices. So I got my little spices here. It's like a little camping wheel of spices. All right, so I got a little bit of black pepper in here. I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic salt in it actually, instead of just normal salt. Put a little bit of garlic salt in there, give it a little bit of texture. All right, so these are ready to go. I'm gonna set them off to the side for a second. Then I'm actually going to put my burner together. We'll have this going while we have the pork chops cooking.
This one's going to be done before the other because this had more of the flame right under it.
Yeah.
This one's getting there.
They're looking good at popping and sizzling. Alright, so we got our little stove thing put together, like so. It's really cool. You just stick it on top of the propane. But I'm actually going to put the green beans on it because the pot for the green beans is a little smaller. Green beans. A little spatula. Alright, put some pepper in there. And put garlic salt in these as well. Stir it up a little bit. Cool. Now I'm going to put these on the burner, and then I got another burner that I'm going to put for the potatoes.
Just won't take much. Just snap your hand back. There you go.
Yeah. All right, we got it going. Just gonna set it on top like so.
Bear in mind the table is level.
Yeah. All right.
It looks like I can already see that sucker heating up.
Mm-hmm.
That is freaking awesome.
So I'm gonna pull out the other stove thingy so I can heat up the potatoes. Alright, so I got another grill. Gas 1.
Good Lord, how many cooking apparatuses did you bring?
Just these. So the chops are close. So I'm getting ready to light this one. Fuel unlock. Good night. Boom.
Very nice. I
Heck
like
yeah.
that.
Alrighty. Now we'll put the potatoes on there. Like so. Alright, so we got all of our stuff cooking. So when everything is done cooking, I'll let you see it.
Yeah, Mama, we got this set up.
We ain't
Green
playing
beans
around.
Over here. We got potatoes over here. And then of course we already seen the fish come on to the job.
Alright, it's time to eat. Alright. Put the lid back on these, they stay hot. I'm gonna grab the other lid for the potatoes. All right. Got my utensils. This is exciting. Alright, you ready? I've never had this rub before, so.
It smells fantastic.
I don't know how good this knife is either. That's pretty good. Not too bad. Audrey likes it.
Oh yeah. That's some good.
That's good. So if you go camping, you should try this recipe.
Oh yeah.
All it is just that rub, that sweet barbecue rub. You can probably, a whole bunch of people probably make it. Not just Old Town, the general store. You just put it on both sides and put it over the fire, and there you go. On your pork chop, you can probably put it on anything else too.
Just make sure you keep your fire stoked under them pork chops.
Yeah. And the potatoes and the Italian green beans are just canned, and I just add a little spice to them, and they turn out pretty good. So we're gonna finish eating, and we'll see you in a minute. All right,
You
yes.
didn't get your skewer.
I got my skewer.
She forgot her skewer.
Where'd you put that?
Failure. It's on the table.
You
How do you forget the skewer?
You
We're
wanna
doing
put another
mamas.
bottle there? All right, so we got all the dishes washed up from that awesome meal. Now we're getting ready to roast some marshmallows. You do like that so you keep burn that wood. Oh. How do you get yours burnt like that? Gotta be pooping everywhere. If I had marshmallows that burnt, I'd be pooping everywhere. And I choke on marshmallow. So tomorrow we're going to do some hiking, and then we want to go rent a canoe, and we're going to do some fishing. So after we get done having some marshmallows, we're going to put the dishes up and all the cooking stuff up, and we're going to go to bed.
We're gonna watch a movie.
We're going to watch a movie as we go to bed. So, so we'll see you in the morning. Morning, guys. We survived the first night. It wasn't too bad. Did have a visitor visit last night, getting in the trash, but yeah, I think it was a fox or raccoon or something. But anyway, we're gonna start making some coffee and making some omelets. So let's get to doing that. Alright, so we're gonna set up a little stovetop again. A little one. I'm gonna pull out the big one to make the omelets on. Get some water in here. And our little cute cattle. Apparently a whole bunch of people are leaving this morning. I saw some other people leave. Right.
cute little.
I know, right? Boom. Alright, we got our water heating up for our coffee. Got a little coffee mug. This is Waller Adventures. You can get it on in our merch shop. So we got our other stove. I'm gonna set it up. And then get the omelets together. What?
I left my sunglasses on that rock over there.
Oh my god. Some mushrooms. Got our eggs in a cute little crate. We got some peppers. We got some onions. It should be good to go. I even got some cheese.
Oh, yes. That is super nifty.
Yeah. I didn't get milk, but I got buttermilk because we're using buttermilk later on for another recipe.
You think 1 tablespoon's enough?
Yeah.
We're gonna find out. We can always make more.
Yep. Alright, our skillet. Omelet. Ooh, that was a little burnt. Ready?
Not really. That's.
In this skillet too, so.
Alright. It's not bad even with the burn flavoring.
No, okay. Okay. Well, that's good, I guess.
You gonna come over here and sit?
Yeah. So we changed the omelet to just a loaded scrambled egg. Because I literally just bought this cast iron skillet and it's not really worked in well. It needs a couple more cookings on it before it actually can do some cooking. But hey, I mean, you just, you know, go along with it.
What happens?
Yeah. I do like the buttermilk better than it.
Mm-hmm.
I think also the buttermilk is made the egg a little different. I think there's one another reason.
Fluffier.
Yeah. I think that's why it didn't stick or make into an omelet. Alright, so we are done with breakfast and everything. So I was going to show you guys how I have been cleaning dishes. Okay, so I got this little Coleman cooler or water jug thing. It's like collapsible, you can tell it's not hard. And it's got a little spigot for on and off. Like that. Then I got this the Dawn Platinum spray. You just spray it in there. Got my sponge. It's already stained from the pork chops last night.
Really good pork chops last night.
Yeah. Like that. Don't drop it on the ground like I did. Rinse it out. Then I'm using the picnic table as kind of like my drying station. while I'm doing the rest of them. But I do have a blue igloo cooler where I have some water stored just in case. But there is a spigot over there for like the hookups for RVs that I've been getting water out of as well. But so far this way has really worked. It's not like 100%. Especially last night when I was doing dishes in the dark and I just had a light strapped to my shirt. But I mean, it gets, you know, the majority of it clean. Well, we are getting ready to go do some hiking, so we will see you on the trail.